Hello everybody and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Hunt Reveal 479 and 1949S plastic tubed roll. I'm your host Eric Byer, filling in for Chuck Daughtrey. We'll let a couple people filter in here and we will get rolling with this. Got some lots of nice RPMs to find for the date. And a couple of double die obverses. We show one person coming in. Hopefully we get a couple more coming here. I'm going to empty the roll in front of the flip inserts. Hey, Dennis. All right. Let's get the first coin going. Why not? First coin goes to Farm Dog. Boy, those Vikings actually might be real, huh? Oh, we got ourselves a little RPM. Let's zoom in a little bit. Right there on the bottom serif. You can see it right in there and a little bit back here. Good way to start the roll, eh? So that coin goes to Farm Dog. We will look at the first 10 or so on the reverse. And then unless I don't recognize the die, we will skip over them. Of course, like everything else, I will look at all these under the loop. All right. So coin number one is in the books. Coin number two goes to Stanley. We got 4 rolls coming up this week. I'll be doing reveals on one tomorrow, 62D. The 70S will be completed on Thursday. The 60D on Friday. Hey, sissy. And the 57D on Saturday. Trying to start them up a little later in the day. I'm going to do my best to get more people involved. So, did you have enough old fashions last night, sissy? I got the arrow. I'm doing a screen capture through my microscope software. I just hope I make it all the way through. I've had problems in the past with it. Coin number 3 goes to Taco John. Taco John gets, looks like a minor RPM again. And I think it might be different than the last one. There it is, right at the bottom. So, well, doing pretty good. 2 out of 3. Besides that, looks like we've got nothing else on the obverse. I will be starting to assemble these into the sheets tomorrow, getting some photographs taken and get those other reveals done, and hopefully I'll start shipping them all out and I will be caught up. That's the plan anyways. And once I'm caught up, I'll be starting to edit the web pages to go on the website. Coin number 4 goes to Klaus. Looks to be normal there. And the rest of the obverse looks normal. Normal coin for Klaus. Coin number 5 goes to Jim Fletcher. And that looks like that is the RPM. Oh, is it an R? Yeah, I think I do see an R. It is an RPM. And I think this is a 3rd die. You can see it right up here on the inside loop and then on the lower serif. And there's actually a little bit up here, it looks like. Let me see if I can turn it and see if I can get that to show without a tilt. Yeah, a little bit right there. So we got another one for the books. Thinking that the software, the OBS software, is smoother. It's kind of laggy when I use the screen capture. I have to play around with it a little bit. Coin number 6 goes to Stephen A. All right. Everything looks normal. Coin number 7 to Penny Hoarder. penny hoarder gets an RPM. This is another different die. Very obviously on the split lower serif there, and also right there on the inside of the upper loop. But very nice. Back this out a little bit. All right. And on the reverse, we don't expect to find much on the reverse of 49S, but we will look for the first few anyways. If you enjoy what you're seeing, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and that way you'll get notified when we do reveals or auctions. Coin number 8 goes to Parvis. Another RPM. This is one we've seen before. Looks like I'm going to be busy. Going to be busy taking photographs for sure. Coin number 9 goes to Eric. That's been hit, and I don't think it is an RPM. So we're going to say that it is not. I think on the double die obverses on these, it's the tip of the 4. And I think there might be a couple doubled eyelids. Besides that, not a whole lot. Coin number 10 goes to Ant. Oh, there you go. Got a little... Is that a struck through? Looks like it is. Kind of cool. And another little RPM. Just full of them. Hey, Sand Digger, how you doing? A little bit. The couple of them have had a little bit, not real strong ones. Yeah, this has got a fingerprint on it too. But yes, there's definitely some wood there. Coin number 11 goes to Mike Birchman. How you doing today, Coin Dragon? I think that actually might be an RPM there. Crazy. I'm going to hold it out just to make sure, but I think so. All right, that's great to hear. Great to hear. Going good here. Yeah, I agree. Ah, all right. Yeah, I got my yard work done this morning. I got a bunch to do tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. Gonna have to go toss a little family of iguanas out of my bush. Coin number 12 goes to Deanne. Walked out this morning and they literally scared the heck out of me. Nah, not hunting. Just gonna trim the bush down so it doesn't have a lot of brush in there for them to hide in. I know they're hiding from the black racers. But if I get rid of the brush has grown because we've gotten so much water over the last few months. They'll move on, go into somebody else's bushes. Coin 13 goes to Klaus. Yeah, nothing says good morning like a 12-inch iguana jumping out saying hello. At least they're just babies. When they're big ones, we usually go to Key West every year over Thanksgiving, and they've got 6-7 footers, and they jump out at you and take your breath away. You know, spill your coffee and then hurry back to the room to get a clean pair of shorts. You know, what do they call them? Chicken of the tree? Coin 14 goes to Jim Fletcher. I hear they're good eating. I haven't taken the plunge yet. They do eat them. You want to go iguana hunting? If you could fire the weapons off here, you could get them. I'll tell you when we get falling iguana. That's what I heard. They say they taste a lot like chicken wings. You know, I don't know. Everything tastes like chicken, right? Coin 15 goes to Wanda. Got some mechanical doubling, machine doubling. I don't think that is one, but boy, kind of looks neat, but it's nothing. There's a bunch of them. I've seen them on like Discovery where they actually shoot them out of the trees. That Andrew Zimmer, he says they taste good. Of course, he says durian fruit tastes good, and I can tell you I've ate that, and I don't see people's allure to it. It's nasty. Sandhill cranes, they're illegal to shoot, I think, aren't they? Coin 16 goes to Ant. I've had rattlesnake before. It was good. I don't know if I would like go out and pursue it. I'm not sure if I see a split lower serif on this or not. I'm going to say no, but I will look at it with the loop again. You know, I seem to remember that there was a state that had it. It was like a new thing. Deanne gets coin 17. They're pretty big birds. I got to say that. We get them in our yard all the time. And I could definitely see where they would be good eating. I've had ostrich. Now that's good. That tastes like filet mignon. That actually. Yeah, I think they were doing it, Sissy, because the whooping cranes migrated the same way, except they do it a little bit different. They used to have that ultralight that used to fly the whooping cranes down from like Minnesota and Wisconsin down to Florida. And then they ran out of funding. And I don't think that it's really hurt the whooping crane, but I think they were down below 100 anyways. So they haven't really thrived. Coin 18 goes to Parvis. But I think that a lot of them migrated with the whooping cranes, so that was part of the reason they were protected. And got an RPM. See it right in here. Lot of minor split lower serif RPMs in this roll. But we're finding stuff, which is good. Goose is good. When I lived in Michigan, I used to do some duck and goose hunting. It was actually, I used to love that. We would just basically make sausage out of all of them. Coin 19 goes to Wanda. Bugs aren't terrible. I mean, it's the legs and the wings on the bugs that are terrible. Don't get me wrong, I don't go out of my way to eat bugs either. Yeah, we did the goose sausage. I liked it. I used to make it every year. Of course, when I would go deer hunting, I would just keep a couple of the good cuts and the rest would go and make sausage out of it. You're not hunting grubs yet? Next coin goes to Mike Birchman. Yeah, they hear people go deer hunting down here, and it's like they're shooting a dog. I mean, it's like a big, huge rack with a 60-pound deer underneath it. I'm going to hit this with my loop when I get it off, but it looks like it's got a split upper serif. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it looks like I see it right here and right here. So I'm going to have to pull this out and take a better look at it. Turtle's good. Yeah, I've enjoyed some turtle in my day. Coin 21 goes to Carl. And Carl gets split lower serif. I'm going to have my work cut out for me identifying these. I can't wait to start eating shrimp again, but I'm going to give it a little while. There's all sorts of red tide and stuff out from all the nutrient-rich water hitting the ocean. Coin 22 goes to Taco John. And Taco John gets normal 49S, the mint mark. Seen this die before. Coins aren't too bad. These rolls have been pretty good. Coin 23 goes to Eric. You know what crabs I like is those stone crab claws. Oh man, they're good. Got a minor split lower serif. This is a different die than we've seen in it. So another split lower serif. Any shrimp from Florida is good. The only ones I would eat would be on the East Coast or down by Key West right now. I wouldn't get nothing from here. We usually get the gold shrimp off the coast of Fort Myers. Coin 25 goes to Jim Fletcher. And there's a lot of chemicals got pushed in the water. Need some time to get moved around. Looking right on the inside of the 4. I'm thinking that's a scratch. Not quite parallel. Yeah, I've never really had anything out of the St. John's except for like mangrove snapper, stuff like that. Coin 25, the halfway point in the roll, goes to Malcolm. And Malcolm gets a split lower serif. This is one we've seen before. I can tell by the little die scratch coming off the top of the 1. Pardon me. All right, let me get this banded up so we don't have the dreaded coin avalanche. Oh, great, no rubber band. Let me be right back here. Get with this next table. All right, coin 26. Oh, I love seafood. Goes to Stephen A. There's some Woody. A nice one, actually. Oh, got a little fingerprint on this one, too. And not the greatest reverse. You would think it would be more available down here. It used to be. It seems like now there's not a lot of fishermen left down here. Coin 27 goes to Carl. It seems like almost everybody's a transplant down here now. Another split lower serif. Yeah, I used to have great fishing in Michigan. I lived about 3 miles from Lake St. Clair. And man, I used to love walleye. Coin 28 goes to Ant. But I can't say I miss the fishing because fishing is great down here. I've went fishing a few times and it's outstanding. And it's like bass fishing. There's not much that compares to bass fishing in Florida. That's a nice clean coin there. Decent strike too. Yeah, I love Florida. I kind of questioned that after the hurricane, and it only took me about 12 hours to go, yeah, we'll rebuild. We're here for a reason. Coin 29 goes to Carl. Peacock bass are amazing to catch. I've actually went fishing for them. And they are, look at that. Boom. Double die. Right here up on the 4. All right, now we're cooking. You can see it at the bottom of the 1 too. I'm not sure which one this one is, but I think there's 3 listed. This is a good one here. I agree, sissy. Yeah, Brazil. That's actually where I got turned on to them from. I went in the canals in Florida, but a friend of mine had went in Brazil, and he was like, "Oh, you've got to do it." He says they're great. Coin 30 goes to Malcolm. Another Woody. Another RPM. It's a nicer RPM too. Yay. Good stuff. This is a good roll. I want to remind you that tomorrow, about the same time, I'm trying to do them a little later in the day to try to get more people across the country. That's a nice, got some nice stripes on it. There's, like I say, sissy, there's some hogs in Florida. I always thought bass fishing was good in Michigan. You catch 7 pounds, and I went down here. Guy I was with, he caught one 18 pounds or something like that. It was ridiculous. Coin 31 goes to Penny Hoarder. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing the 62D roll. If you think of any Memorial dates you guys want me to do reveals on, feel free to tell me, and I'll see if I can work it into the schedule. I'm pretty sure I have every late Lincoln cent in rolls, in bank wrapped rolls. So yeah, I think the record in Canada for largemouth is like Michigan. It's like 7-8 pounders. So I guess you would say 5 kilos would be huge in Canada. Yeah. Yeah, 17-pound largemouth. That's it. And I don't think that's totally uncommon for being down here. I'm going to hit this with the loop real quick. Yeah. In Michigan, the smallmouth are about the same size. Coin 32 goes to Parvis. You get a lot of smallmouth that are like between 6 and 8 pounds in Michigan, in the Great Lakes. My son was up in Canada today, Coin Junkie. Actually, he's been there since last Friday. His ship pulled in and they took liberty in Halifax. He says he loves it. He said he has never had smoked salmon that was that good. Lake Erie, I used to fish Lake Erie probably 25, 30 times a summer. I'd go down to Lake St. Clair through the Detroit River. Coin 33 goes to Carl. Yeah, I guess I miss the outdoor sports a little bit in Michigan, but I don't miss a whole lot about Michigan. Coin 34 goes to Stanley. Yeah, he said it was the best smoked salmon he ever had. He's traveled all over the world. He said it was so good. He sent me a picture and I says, "Don't be doing that. I'm still your father." But I guess he leaves tomorrow, heads towards Great Britain. Haha, I used to do a lot of ice fishing. I can remember sitting on a slab of ice in my Mickey Mouse boots. Coin 35 goes to Paul Hampton. Yeah, Kentucky's got some nice area in it. Uh, but there's just something about Florida. I don't know what it is. My dad used to always gravitate towards here, but his business was in Michigan. And over the last 30 years, I've been here a pretty good percentage of my life. The next coin is for Richard Sappington. When I was a kid, we used to come down from November to March every year. He would do service calls and have stuff drop shipped to the companies, another split lower serif. And we would go on vacation. Oh, I've been on it where it's been so cold, where when it starts building ice real fast, that it sounds like earthquakes and feels like you can feel the ice just shaking. It's crazy. Coin 37, it makes you drink. I think that's why everybody brings so much schnapps out there. Coin 37 goes to Adam Chambers. Another Woody. All right, nothing on this coin for Adam Chambers. Coin 38 goes to Jim Fletcher. I never did that. I was a decent fisherman, but I would never go. I had a neighbor who did that. He'd electrocute his lawn for a week before to get worms out of it. And I got another split lower serif. There's some nice crappie down in Florida. You go to like Lake Monroe and a couple of the other lakes that it's off the St. John's. Ooh, look at that. Nice struck through. And they were big. They don't call them crappie down here, though. I think they call them specks, don't they? That was actually a strike through. Let me look at it again. Yeah, that is like struck through a fiber or something. The striper bass are in there too. Yeah, sissy. Coin 39 goes to Mike Birchman. Something. It was pretty stone. It was pretty thin stonecutter, but it's long. It's like from rim to rim. That's a pretty nice one. Yeah, it is. That's like calling a bluegill a bluegill. They call them what? Specks and brim down here, I think. My wife bugs me to take her fishing all the time, and I've only fished probably a dozen times since I've been down here. And she hasn't went with me one time yet. Coin 40 goes to Eric. But I can't hide the Yankee sissy. Up the first 3 or 4 years I lived here, everywhere I went and talked to people, they would say, "Hello, you're from Canada, eh?" And I would be like, "No, but close enough. I get it." Now I don't get it too much. I think my accent might have changed a little bit. There is a pickerel, but a lot of people that do call walleye pickerel. I call them walleye. Yeah, pickerel are actually a grass perch from Florida. They're not even in the same family. Coin 41 is for Carl. And I don't think pickerel get real big either. Not sure though. I used to raise tropical fish, and there was a lot of people that would always try and raise pickerel. And you had to have an enormous tank because they were real aggressive. And you're not even close to it. Not even close to it. I don't mind being called Canadian or Yankee or anything like that. Coin 42. Kind of makes me feel good that they would actually care. Yeah, yep. If they're the fish that I'm thinking of, they're almost like bait fish. Oh, there's tons of them. There's like Mayan cichlids. There's all sorts of aquarium fish in the water around here because all the fish farms, when the hurricanes come, all that stuff blows away. Not to mention, there was a study done and they called it transference by turtles' feet, and basically duck poop. They eat the eggs and the bugs and the stuff, the weeds. They swim through the weeds and then they move. Got lots of minor split lower seraphs and one nice DDO, Malcolm. Good seeing you. I'm trying to do them a little later so everybody can get in and join the fun. Coin 44. I want to find one of those DDOs. Find another one for Sirig. Let's see what we got. Ooh, kind of an ugly coin. Looks like it could be an RPM though. Even though it's got a little hit down there. I think that is one of them. Yes, it is. Got my cursor working and Parvis didn't make it. Did it just for him. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's a natural occurrence. That's what the the turtle feet in bird. I don't know how they had a name for it, but it was like nature transference of species. And so that's how come people make ponds in their backyard, and then all of a sudden fish are there. Is the ducks come and swim and do what ducks do when they swim, and then the turtles and the other land animals, they just crawl and the stuff stuck to them. In South America and Central America, the fish actually walk across the ground through the mud. There's a lot of top minnows or a minnow type fish that do that. Coin 45 goes to Deanne. Split lower serif. Nice one too. This is one we've seen before. I do. I used to have, the first time I was into it, I probably had 250 aquariums. And the second time, I think I was at about 125. I'm just getting too old to do that amount of work every day. It was literally like 8 hours worth of work every day. Coin 46 goes to Taco John. I think this might be an RPM, but I'm not totally sold on this one yet. I've got to get the glass on it, as I like to say. Coin 47. And I want another one of those double dice. Coin 47 is a normal coin. A little bit, in the 40s, I'm not sure why it is, but it always seems like the die deteriorates around the outside of the bust and the back of the head. Like if you look, the strike around the letters, this is like early to mid die state on the letters, but you go to the back of the head and there's already die flow where the metal's moving. That's actually pretty good there. There's Oscars all over down near the Everglades. They're all over the place. Coin 48 goes to Dennis. Oscars, they're kind of neat because they get a lot of personality. Besides that, they're kind of a dirty fish. So that looks like a minor RPM too. And it is. So I'm going to have to really go back through every coin and look at these. Some of them are minor. They might not be listable, but I think they will be. I think a lot of these are listed. Coin 49 goes to Penny Hoarder. Well, hopefully I get to the fun show and we can meet up at the fun show and go have an old-fashioned. I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy. I don't drink a lot of them, but I like to have one here and there. Nice RPM. This is the same one that we just found a couple coins ago. There's a die scratch above the one. Hopefully this money thing gets straightened out with the insurance company, and we'll go from there. Coin 50 goes to Stanley. And Stanley gets an RPM, I think, but it's been hit. But I'm going to hold it aside. I'm going to show you guys that doubled die again before we leave. Oh, I'll probably make it up there because I can always drive up there and drive home in one day. I just, you know, how much fun can you have? That's it. I usually like going for 4 or 5 days up there. All right, this is the DDO that we found, Malcolm. You see the top of the 4 goes up right here. And I think that this was, if I remember the story, part of the 48 design. And then they rehubbed it with the 49 on top of it. And you know you were at Longhorn last night, weren't you, Sissy? Their old fashions are good. Even my wife, she loves them too. Every time we go there, we end up getting 1 or 2. But yeah, this was the find of the roll. This was actually the find of all of what we did. You can actually see some doubling up here above the 4 too. And then on the 1, right there, and even on the inside of the 9. But anyways, I want to thank you all for joining me in tomorrow about the same time. I'll be doing a 62D roll. Matter of fact, let me get the rolls. I'll show them to you. Got those 4 rolls right there. We got a 62D right here. And then a 70S. A 1960D. And a 57D. Flip those all over. Let you see they're nice and well sealed. So those are the rolls we're doing this week. I hope you join me for them. Anyways, you guys have the rest of your day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.